Wait, I have to like give it permissions. Okay.
We are live now. Okay. Hello, world. My name's Daniel. I'm an engineer here at Anything. And yeah, today we're just going to build some cool stuff and showcase our AI agent and show you all the cool things it can do. And I'm here with my coworkers, Ahmad and Arnav. And yeah, they're going to help me answer questions and then just showcase the builder.
Cool. Let me open it up.
Arnav is going to be building live projects from scratch using Anything Max. That's our best agent. We built it to be able to handle much bigger projects, bigger contexts, and more complicated requests, and also to be more reliable. So yeah, we're really excited to show that to you guys. Put a lot of work on making it seamless and work really effectively. And yeah, Arnav, take it away.
Yeah. Hey everyone, I'm Arnav. I'm also an engineer here at Anything. So yeah, I thought we'd just start building, showing off Max. Feel free to ask Daniel or Ahmad any questions you might have. And yeah, I'm excited for us to build together today. So I was thinking of starting with something kind of cool that I've been wanting to build. The idea of like a bird simulator game in the browser I think would be really cool. Yeah, so let's just send it. I'm gonna prompt Max. I want to build a bird simulator game.
Are you a big birder, Arnav?
I love birds. I love birds.
Arnav, I don't think I can see your screen share. Are you sure you're sharing?
I should be.
Oh, now you are.
All right, there it is.
Cool.
Sweet.
Guys, what do we want in this game?
Is this
like a tropical island would be cool.
I thought this was supposed to be like Flappy Bird or something, but it's not.
No, it's gonna be 3D.
Oh, like 3D.
Is this like Flight Simulator, like the Microsoft game, but like for birds?
Bird simulator.
Maybe if you tell it that, it should be like a Microsoft Flight Simulator. Probably has tons of content on that, but for birds.
Yes.
Just let it rip. See where we end up.
Cool. Yeah, let's just send it. So one cool thing about Max that kind of separates it from the rest of these models is that it actually has the ability to open up its own browser and test out your app for you. And so as it's building it out, we'll see that take place.
You can even build stuff in parallel, honestly, because you could just like have like 3 or 4 projects open at the same time. You can just watch it go too. It's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Reading that. Yeah, you can see it's like doing all these like things just like a normal software. Honestly, like how a software engineer would do it, like a human. You can see it's like viewing the docs. It's looking at the files. It's talking back to the user too. It's like giving you feedback. You can see there's the grayed thinking blocks. So that's just its internal thinking you can peek into, but also the solid black text is like it's kind of talking aloud and like showing you exactly what it's going to do, talking back to the user. And you can actually see it already built like a cool like plan, like end-to-end menu, 3D game, heads-up display, and it's just following the plan now. It's even it's even making an asset. So it's using this is probably Nano Banana or it's like a GPT Image 1.5. Sorry. Yeah, we have like these asset generation tools too, and we need to do like a proper launch on that. But like honestly, these assets always look really sick. So I'm excited to see what this looks like.
Yeah.
Yeah, the asset tool is like one of our most powerful tools, I think, like on the platform, because it can just come up with tons and tons of UX. And then the interesting thing is then the AI can learn from that and then like kind of like design the rest of your app around the theme of those generated assets.
Good morning, OC. OC has joined the chat.
Good morning, OC.
And I think it's just going to keep going. I mean, I think we kind of skipped the intros at the beginning. I mean, we can also introduce ourselves. I forgot to introduce myself. I just said my name, Daniel. But yeah, like I'm an AI engineer here at Anything. I focus on like research projects surrounding design, engineering. Like if you like the websites we build or the mobile apps we build, how they look, I've worked on some parts of that. Stay tuned for some upcoming research papers and blog posts. They're going to look really cool. Yeah, and I've been here for like almost a year. It's a great place to work. Consider applying within.
100%.
I can go next. My name's Ahmad. I also work on the AI and agentic engineering team. I actually started on the same day as Daniel, so also approaching the 1 year mark. I work largely on our agent, led the development of Anything Max, and yeah, just always looking for a way to make a better and better agent and a better experience for you guys.
Yeah. Hey everyone, I'm Arnav. I'm green here. Been here for almost a month now, but I work mostly on our backend infrastructure and some internal agents as well. So yeah, I'm very excited to be working here with these guys. If you're at all interested in building the best coding agent ever, please apply. We're always looking for talent. Also, check out this asset, guys. This is sick. Looks like it's building a main menu, which is very cool.
So what was can we see the prompt that was given for that image? That looks amazing.
Yeah, you can see it if you click on it. So the agent actually built that prompt itself. And then it just basically followed the prompt. That image looks really sick, actually. You can even see it's doing all this 3D programming now in the view below.
Yeah,
Palm tree generator. I'm excited.
Definitely. Yeah. One thing I thought was interesting is that I actually didn't specify a specific tech stack, but it decided to use Three.js all on its own, which is really cool.
What are your guys' thoughts on Three.js resumes? Have you ever seen those?
They're like Three.js resumes?
Yeah, like their website is their resume, and the resume is just like, look at how good I am at Three.js. I wonder if it's like off meta now because it's like you can literally just ask like something like anything or like whatever to just build you a 3D website.
Every other resume is a Three.js resume now.
Yeah. Cool. I think it's just gonna keep going.
Yeah, looks like we're just letting it cook. Okay, yeah, I guess we could take this opportunity to kind of brainstorm other stuff. What do you guys want to build after this? Daniel, I remember you.
I think it'd be cool. Yeah, I think it'd be cool to build like a website that can like find you like the best flights or like for your Amex points or your Chase Sapphire points or whatever. Just like maximize that stuff because honestly, like searching around for that stuff is super annoying.
I think that'd be sick.
So we have a question from the audience. So how did you join the team? For me, actually, I had a friend, Zubai, who already worked at the company. And I got to a point in my previous job where I was like, I want to try something new. And we were just hanging out one day. He's like, hey, I've worked with this really amazing company and we were trying to hire people. So you should interview. I did. And the rest is history.
Nice.
What about you, Daniel?
Yeah, I have a similar story, except for I didn't have a friend named Zobai at the company. So I went through like a headhunter, like who like just connected me to a bunch of startups. And yeah, I mean, when I interviewed with Anything, used to be called Create back then, but like everybody seemed super cool. And yeah, like everything has been great so far. So yeah, and then rest is history.
What about you, Arnav?
Yeah, so
I know it's a distant memory at this point.
Yeah, yeah, it's been ages. I don't even remember. No, honestly, kind of similar to you guys. We were introduced through a mutual friend, and so I was able to get in touch with Drew and Marcus. We're the founders, and yeah, we just kind of talked, and it seemed like we aligned on a lot of things. And I think this is just a great company, like vision-wise, directionally. And honestly, the product's just really fun to like build and use. So it's like a no-brainer. Yeah.
We have another question, Ahmad, from the chat talking about what it was like to build Max. I mean, we worked on this like last summer. I mean, I remember it being a lot of work. It is kind of blurry, but I do remember it being a lot of work, but it was also very, very cool to see like how successful it was. But yeah, maybe you can also give a little bit more like color there.
Yeah. I mean, definitely a lot of work, like a lot of weekends. Like every time, like, we'd implement a new feature, we'd have a breakthrough, but then, another like gap would emerge that would need to be filled. So it was kind of just like start off with an idea, There's maybe like a month where it was just exploratory. We don't know if this is actually worth pursuing yet. So, but eventually we had this aha moment where it like encountered something that our like previous iteration of our product could not handle. Debugged it using the runtime tools and all the other new features and capabilities we gave it, and just solved the problem in a way that we had never seen before. That's like the moment where it was like, okay, we're on to something. We got a bunch, like Daniel started working on it. A bunch of other people joined the effort, and then it was like what, 3-month like sprint, and then yeah, got it launched.
2-week sprints every week for 3 months. So
Yep.
you're like in a 2-week sprint mode for 3 months straight. So yeah, it was a lot of work, but it was definitely worth it. I mean, look, we already just built all this. We only prompted it once, and it already built like all this stuff, and it's still going. You can even see right now in the demo that Arnav.
Yeah, one of those tools actually, the browser use tools, like on the screen right now.
Yeah, this is very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We actually have
oh,
sorry.
Yeah, no. It's interesting because like this is a game, like it's very interactive. Usually like agents are able to like kind of click and like type into like forms for the most part and like buttons. But when it comes to something like, you know, watching like a game where like the screen is changing constantly and still being able to keep up with it and like put in input so that I can validate it works properly, I think is very sick. I think it's super useful. Yeah.
Yeah, we actually have a question from Mr. Popo573. Hello, Mr. Popo. He asks, what's your favorite current LLM model right now? Opus 4.6? Question mark. I guess it depends on the use case, right? I mean, I would say definitely for our feature engineering work here at Anything, I think we're all like Claude coding with Opus 4.6. So I think that's a clear winner for like when you're doing engineering work. But I mean, we're not using Opus 4.6 in this builder. You can actually see, Arnav, you can click on the default. You can actually select different models.
Yep.
Oh, actually, we do have 4.6 as a beta. What is our default for Max? Is this still Sonnet 4.5 mod?
So actually, I believe, which account are you signed in on, Arnav? If you're signed in on your Anything account,
yep.
Yeah, so you're using 4.6. We're like
Nice.
we're like slowly launching it as a default model for Max. Just so it's on for all of us and a subset of users, and we're like reviewing feedback and performance. But our like vision is to transition everyone to 4.6 as default model.
Mm-hmm.
Really, because we see how well it works in our own work. Like compared to previous models, like 4.5, like the GPT models, Sonnet, like they were all very, very powerful. Like they could get really good things done. But like the second you had like a task that maybe took a little longer than expected, or one of the assumptions that were initially made by the model turned out to be incorrect, or like needed to be altered in some form, it would just go off the deep end. Like it really lacked the ability to adjust once it had been going for a while. And like the game changer with 4.6 is that when it catches those moments, it can kind of reset itself, like, review where it's at so far, incorporate that new information into like, I guess its current conceptualization of the task, and then continue onward, like really kind of like, we can do as like humans. So it's really been a game changer for that.
So nice. Looks like it finished building the app game, however.
Does it work?
Which one are you guys feeling? Which bird?
I think Hummingbird is pretty cracked.
Ruby Hummingbird?
Okay. Yeah, it's like, look at its stats. It's like maxed out.
Yeah, it is maxed out. Maxed agility.
Yeah.
Very low stamina, however.
That's okay. If you have speed, you don't need it.
Yeah.
Wow, it's actually going. Did it get stuck? No, it's still going.
Very cool. So one thing to notice is that I think the model is a bit off. So this is something that we can iterate on either with Max, or because it's like a little smaller of a lift, you can save on tokens by just going with auto. And our agent will internally route to the best sub-agents to deal with like whatever task efficiently, which I think is pretty clever.
Yeah, what did you say was off about the model, Arnav? Like
Just take a look at like the wings. They're just like
oh,
kinda-
like you mean the 3D model? Yeah.
yes,
I
yeah,
thought
yeah,
we
yeah.
were talking about like
yeah, the model of the bird.
LLM. Yeah. Yeah. We have another question from PGK1216. Hello, PGK1216. They ask, what do you guys usually do while the agent does its thing? I mean, I think there's two ways to read that question. If you mean like when we're Claude coding and like adding features, I believe the answer is just have like 20 workspaces and just keep switching between them and prompting each of them and just try to parallelize as much as you can. I mean, for the anything builder, I mean, you can actually, Arnav, you can probably show this too. We actually support multiple thread, like different threads. So like once you have your initial setup, you can literally add like different features in parallel if you wanted to. So it's the same as kind of what we just described with like offline with our engineering work. You can just do like more and more things in parallel. You can work on totally different projects in parallel. You can go watch TV if you're not really interested in multitasking. You can do whatever you want, really.
Yeah. So you can get to their through here, right? If you just
yeah, you're literally in a new chat right now. Actually,
yeah. So now I can set off prompts. Yeah, let's try that out actually.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna tell it to fix the wings in this one,
Yeah.
and then in another one, I want to have more variety in the trees. Great.
Yeah, new chat.
Yeah, there's also the new chat button in the top left corner, one below the anything logo.
Yep, right here.
Yeah. Oh yeah, there's two different. They do the same thing though. Oh, you're trying to fix the trees. Do people still do D3D? Do you guys know what that is? It's like when you
What
want to
is that?
render like if you want to render like a lot of trees in like a vast 3D game, they actually all become 2D, just 2D like pictures. But the point is because they're so far away, you can't tell. And when you're moving around in the screen, what D3D does is I guess D is like directional 3D. Like they just all the trees that are just like sheets will just like rotate to face the camera basically. So it looks like there's just trees like everywhere, and they look 3D because when you move around, they're just facing you always. Nice.
Yeah,
So they're working in parallel now.
Sweet.
Yeah, let's check on the other chat. See what's going on.
It's just going. It's doing some math.
Oh yeah, I see this. Yeah, I like taking a look at the code as well, especially if you're non-technical. This could be a good way to kind of get some insights on like what's actually going on in your app. And a lot of times, like you can download the project, open it up locally if you have something like Cursor or Cloud Code, and have it tell you how the app works. So as your app gets a bit bigger, it might be a lot easier to kind of reason about it as well.
Yeah, you could probably actually also ask our agent how it works. Like maybe if we open a new tab right now and like just ask the agent to explain at a high level how this project works.
You can really use the discussion mode. Probably don't need Max for that.
Yep.
Or if you did auto, it'd probably just auto route to it, but you just do discussion.
So cool. So while this is cooking, I'm actually curious if it's testing it in any of these.
It is. Oh, that is actually, you can actually
It's the
see
refactor agent, right?
Yes, that's the refactor subagent. So you can actually see it's writing these components, and it saw I was writing unit tests. So we actually kicked off automatically a refactoring subagent that took these very large 3JS files, because there's a lot of like math equations. It wrote a bunch of unit tests to start, split it into different files, reran the tests, and then it iterated to make sure that none of the existing functionality broke. And so it literally just like reorganized all of the files and just made it more organized into smaller files so they can keep working on it. It's pretty cool. It's still going. Yeah, and you can even see this is kind of fun. You can see like the two circles spinning around each other. That's how you know you have multiple threads going on.
Yeah, I like this animation.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have a question. Can you go over what the different modes mean? Arnav, if you could pull up the selector. Yeah. So
Yes,
we have about 5 modes right now. There's the auto mode, and this one is like exactly what the name implies. It chooses the like correct mode for your request based on what you described. So maybe if you asked it to change like, you know, a title or like change the color of a button, very simple request to route it to fast mode, save you money and get it done quicker. Maybe you ask it to do something really complicated, like debug a problem with authentication and the payments integrations. It'll use max mode for that, so it can have maximal insight to what's happening and actually successfully fix your problem. There's discussion when you're just asking a question. So auto mode's kind of like, you know, when you don't want to think too, like just want to like launch a request. It'll choose the best one for you. Sometimes you want to have more control. You can choose one of the other modes.
We also have a question from someone saying asking about advice for someone just getting started with vibe coding. Well, vibe coding, I think kind of the big selling point is that, like, you know, we're not doing any coding right now, and we're engineers and we have, like, you know, lots of experience like actually writing code. But like the point is that this agent is going much faster than we can. I think especially with anything, like, you know, we're really about text to business all in one. So it's really about, do you have an idea that you really want to build? Like, you think it could make money? And I think you just go, and you just have to play around with these things. I mean, we're still learning to, like, how to interact with, like, you know, LLMs, visual language models, like all these different models. It's like they're all a little bit, you know, non-deterministic. And if you want to build any intuition like around how these things work and how much you can trust them, you just have to build a lot and like try building things you actually want to build so that you don't get bored and you just can keep going with it. Yeah, I mean, I think that's my tip about vibe coding. What about you guys?
Yeah, to add to what Daniel's saying, like there's like when you're first getting started, and I felt this a lot, there's like kind of a trust barrier between you and the agent. Like, will it actually execute like what I'm asking it to do? Will it actually be right rather than looking right? And really, like at least for me, what worked to get past that is just asking it to do a bunch of things. Like, the more and more you see it actually succeed in like what you ask it to do, and this like becomes more and more frequent as the models are getting better, then like the more you start like, one, like feeling able to like let go and trust it, but two, also you like get a feel for its like weak points where you should step in, or where when it's fully reliable. So really just the more you do it, the better you'll get at it. You'll get a better intuition for when it makes sense and when you should intervene.
Nice. I think we still have a couple questions. How would you monetize an app like this, or I guess in general? I mean, I can answer, like, I think from if you're building a mobile app, and when we did the RevenueCat App Store Connect effortless payments launch, right? So the agent is fully capable of setting up your RevenueCat project with your App Store Connect project, get it all synced with you. We have the App Store submission readiness tool that can also check, make sure everything is set up correctly and is compliant with App Store requirements. And then you can just send it to the App Store and start making money. We actually have users who got their apps to the App Store. They can literally subscribe to the Pro version of their app, and then you can see that little mobile come up that lets you pick your credit card from your iPhone, and then they get paid. For web, we offer also Stripe integrations. So like this is like more of a website. If you wanted to offer a Pro version of this website, let's say like Pro players versus like free players, you could literally have like Stripe on your website, and like people can go and subscribe, and then the agent should be able to just set this all up for you and just manage your Pro plans. Whoever's Pro can play on the member server. Whoever's a free player has to play on the free player server. Anything like that. We also have another question. When you get stuck, what is the first thing you do to fix it? I think a lot of people try to use Max, right? I think I usually I just say try to fix it, or like see what's going on. I try a few different things. Sometimes I ask it to like just explain to me what it's going on, or just like look for bugs, right? I can say look for bugs. And yeah, if things get really gnarly, like I think for a 3JS project like this one, I think definitely using Max is going to help you get out of the weeds. But yeah, what about you guys? Do you guys have any other tips on how to get unstuck?
Yeah, using Max is usually like a very good first step. If if it still needs a little extra beyond that, I find that just helping the agent out by asking it first, hey, what's going on? Don't try to fix it. Just figure out what's going on. And then like once it seems like the agent has a good idea of the problem, only then I'm like, okay, now fix it. So kind of like if it's really similar actually to like trying to help like a buddy like understand a problem they're stuck on. A lot of the times, like even if you don't know how to solve the problem yourself, if you just ask them the right questions, then they are able to figure it out without you really giving them the answer. This like works in real life really well, and actually it turns out it works pretty well with agents as well.
Nice. Yeah, we have a question from the Golf Goods Co. Hello. They're just asking for some help to get their project done, actually. They're saying to even follow the Stanford developer. I think that's Drew Vamin, our benevolent CEO. Asking about, so the app's supposed to submit their club model number. Oh, nice. So this is a cool idea. Submit their club model and then see how that club is selling across the US. Yeah. I mean, if you already have a project that you're working on and you're getting stuck, you can definitely email the support team. You can, if you're not able to get unstuck using the tips we just mentioned, definitely just send it our way. Send it to help@anything.com, and someone will pick it up. Yeah, it's a cool idea though.
Do you want to explore the app a little bit, see how it's doing now?
Yeah, I think it's cooking. So you guys will notice I have a few of these kind of running in parallel. A lot of the times I feel that the agent performs very well when you give it a specific like goal or like function to implement. And so then if you can have like a few of these agents running in parallel, that kind of gives you the behavior you want, where it's like, okay, well, I want this, and this like all at the same time. But like I can't have one agent like implement like all three at once. But yeah, so let's see how this is doing. I wonder if it's okay. So it's still cooking. We can just play around with what we have so far. I want to try a different bird.
Yeah, I think right now it's verifying its changes with its own browser view.
Yeah, so you guys can see that it's actually it's testing out the game in its own browser, which is very cool. So yeah, let's test it out as well.
Actually, I actually really like how that background image turned out. Literally just one shot.
It's like very high fidelity
image model. Yeah.
Yeah. So we have a question also from the Golf Goods company saying, "What's Max?" Max is our top tier agent. It's only available for our Max subscribers, and it's really just a much more powerful agent than our base agent that has access to many more tools and much more powerful tools. The big differentiator is that it doesn't just write code and review the code and do that loop over and over again, but it could actually interact with the app the same exact way you do. So if we look in the chat right now, and open up that, if you open up that browser tab that's embedded in the chat. So this is one of those tools that Max has access to. It can literally use the app the same way you would. If you look at that chat on the side in this pop-up, you basically see it reviewing what it currently sees, deciding what action to take, like for example, a left click or a drag and drop, and then iterating on that. And it's basically a way for it to gather more context about what's wrong besides just looking at the actual code, and really do it the same exact way you would. So we found before we implemented this, there would always be a gap where like the agent's looking at code, but it's not necessarily immediately visible, like what the user is talking about, because they're talking about what they see. So this kind of bridges that gap and really makes the agent understand you better. So that's basically what Max is. It's a agent that not only reads and writes code, but it can actually use the apps all the same ways that you do.
Yeah, we actually have a message from Shun's Tsukamoto. They say, hi, team. The time difference made it hard to join live, but excited to see you guys create something great. Yeah, thanks for stopping by, Shun. We also got a question. Can the Max agent see a copy and paste? I'm not actually sure what that question means. I mean, you can copy paste, like if you copy paste an image of what you're looking at, you can paste it into the chat, you can paste text from elsewhere, and it can actually like make sense out of it. It has visual reasoning built in. So if you ever see like a bug on your website, you can copy and paste that into the chat. Or even, we're about to launch a feature where you can just drag and drop an image into the web anywhere on the page, and it'll just like take the image. Yeah, it'll definitely understand.
Yeah, I can demo that actually.
Mm-hmm.
Now that you mention it. So I'm gonna start a new chat here, and I want to fix the. Let's see. Yeah, what would we like to change about this? I think this sandy area is not ideal. Like the mountain looks great, but the sand's just not it. And I'm not really sure how to articulate that, so I'm just gonna show the agent.
We could tell it to make the coastline more natural, like a real life beach rather than the square.
Yeah.
Maybe give it some waves washing up on the shore.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a picture or a screenshot. And let's see if it can figure it out. So I pasted this in the chat here. What did you say, Ahmad? You were like the coastline should be more natural?
Yeah, like really making it like a like I was at the beach this weekend, so it's fresh from my head, but like, the less like smooth coast with like waves like washing up with different patterns and stuff. If we really wanted to go crazy, like have it like wash up some shells and logs every now and then.
Yeah, that would be really cool actually.
Yeah, we actually have someone in the chat suggesting you paste a picture of like a beach from the web. Make it look more like a real beach.
Yeah, should we do that?
You can try it.
Okay, let me look up.
You can send multiple pictures, I think, in one prompt. So
yeah, let me get like an example of like a shoreline. Oh, with some rocks. Yes, I think this is ideal. So I just pasted an image. So now the agent's going to see that and kind of get the gist of like what I want here.
I sent you an image, Arnav.
Cool.
We got another question from Simon. Simon says, hey. Hey, Simon says, hey, welcome to the chat. Can it see images that you sent it? Yes, it does. We're about to demo this. And how it works is, I mean, literally the underlying models, the underlying LLMs, they are multimodal, meaning that they can accept text. That's usually how most users interact with it, but they're multimodal. So another mode is images, and you can bundle them together like how we're just about to demonstrate. I'm not sure if we actually support like videos or like just audio recordings just yet, but I think someone is actually working on that. So excited to see how that works out too, especially if you're like, I have this really cool landing page background. A lot of landing pages have videos in the background. Maybe you can just paste it and you can just go with it.
Well, yeah. So I just put in both of those pictures. So it should have a good idea of what I kind of want here.
Oh, they said don't forget to choose Max. But maybe I'll auto route it. Who knows? Should we just gamble? Should we just gamble a little? See like
let's
can you min max this problem?
Or yeah, let's just put on max because I actually want to see how well it like associates these images with what it's actually seeing when it tests out the app.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we got another question about Zapier integration. I don't think we offer that just yet, but if you can send us like a project where you'd really like to have this integration, we can definitely look into it. Yeah, just email us at hello@anything.com or help@anything.com. Send us your project, and if you have a good use case, we can definitely look into it.
Samuel has a question. Can you go over the screen overall? What do all the buttons on top mean?
What do all the buttons mean?
So
Yeah, so
you want to go like left to right? Yeah, we can kind of walk through this.
let's do it.
All
So
right,
that preview button over there, actually, Arnav, makes more sense for you to do it since you control the screen there.
Or I mean, no, Ahmad, go ahead. I'll just like follow along.
So we got that preview button basically, and that's the current tab that is shown, and that's really the preview of your app that's being built right now. And right next to it, there's a code editor. It's like a in-browser IDE. If you wanted to go in there and edit some of the code yourself, maybe you're more technical, maybe you're just curious what it looks like, you can go in there, make changes. If you make a change, a save button will pop up that lets you save it or discard it. If we go to the next one to the right, that's the web view basically. So this is like a desktop view. This is what your app would look like on a mobile browser. Next to that is a refresh button. And this basically refreshes your app, kind of like if you refresh your browser. If you actually hold down Shift while over with the refresh button, then you get it basically restarts your app. Like, so this would restart the actual server. So that's a feature that you probably don't usually need, but every now and then it's sometimes helpful for us when we're developing. If we go over then to the next one to the right, that's kind of like just the different pages of your app, not in file form. So we click that. You can see each of the pages, and also you get a view into your database if you have one. I'm not sure if this project has a database, but
Yeah, it does.
yeah, so you're able to take a look at the tables, how they look like. You can even modify the schema. Usually you do not need to do this. Our agent can do this for you, but it's available just in case you're curious, or for whatever reason you want to go around the agent or just understand what's going on. If we go one more to the right, then there's honestly, yeah, that's for renaming a database. I have not used that button before, but if you wanted to rename your database, it's there. Yeah, and renaming pages. So whatever page is currently in focus. Button next to that just opens your preview of your app in its own like tab, so you can see it on the full screen without like our UI around it. And there's two more. There's the invite button. I believe that lets you invite people to your organization. Yeah, collaborators to your project, and then yeah, it shows you like which users are currently part of the project.
Can you send me the link? I can probably join.
Yeah, actually, yeah, good point.
You'll see my little like picture pop up in the corner.
Well, what is your email, Daniel? Is it
Daniel@anything.com? Yeah.
Cool.
All right, let me see if I got it.
Yeah, so it says pending right now until Daniel accepts.
Where's my invite, bro?
Yeah, Ahmad, what's
Yeah, I got it.
Ahmad@anything.com.
All right.
I got your invite.
We're all getting in here. There we go. Yeah, there's Daniel.
I'm in your builder. Yeah, I can literally click around. Yeah, I see exactly. I'm literally on the live stream now. You can see me in the corner. It literally shows you who's live in your builder too, which is pretty cool. Yeah, that's me.
Okay, so our last button all the way to the right, that's the publish button. And that is, once you're like feel like your app's in a good place, or you want to you feel like the current feature set wants to be pushed to production, this just basically lets you publish your app to a URL that's accessible by anyone. Yeah, has a little wizard to help you go through the process. There's a button to get a custom domain if you want one. Yeah, that's the buttons on top.
Yeah. We have a question from. Sorry.
No, go ahead. Yeah.
I was
someone
going to
has a
say,
question.
we have a question from CC. Hello. What should we do if we have Macs but having trouble getting the app being updated? Apple isn't getting my new build. Yeah, if you could send us your project, honestly, like if you just send us the link. Sometimes Apple gives us weird problems around publishing, but we can look into it for sure. So you can just email our support link. How's the game going?
So it looks like all the agents finished cooking. So actually, I want to oh, sick. So this is where I wanted some more variety in the
Oh yeah, I
plant
can see the
style.
trees. You had that prompt going in parallel, and you have different
Yeah.
trees now. Did
Yeah,
the
previously
sand
they
get
were all
any better?
boxy.
Do you guys feel like the beach got better, or maybe you have to go really up close to it to actually see like if it did anything?
Yeah, I
It
think
adds a
these like
little bit more of a texture, but not. It still looks like the same square.
I think the other
coastline.
chat where I asked it to fix that might still be going. Let's see. Natural
Yeah.
coastline.
Ah,
so
it
it's
is.
like
Oh, it's still
testing
going.
it now.
We'll see what it looks like.
Cool.
There's definitely more going on.
Yeah, it's got like some like rocks and stuff in the.
Oh, looks like procedurally generated or something.
Yeah, this is very cool.
Yeah.
Oh, and some waves. You see
A
that?
little laggy. We might need to give the dev server more power.
I think it went really ham on this, but it did the job. I mean,
Yeah, this is crazy.
I don't know if we also went over the buttons at the bottom of the screen. You see, like there's actually in the bottom right corner, there's that power button. So that's actually similar to what Ahmad said earlier, where this also restarts the server. It's the same thing as if you held shift and then press that recycle button in the top left. It does the same thing. And yeah, here you can actually pull up the logs in case there's ever any errors like that are more like infrastructure related. Like if there's a problem on the development server, you can actually paste those logs. The red ones are usually errors. And you can paste these logs into the chat, and the agent can usually figure those out actually pretty well.
Yeah. So it looks like we're gonna have to let the agent cook on this a bit.
Yeah,
but also like through the preview, if it like looks good to you, you can also just skip and let it continue. Do you think we should do that, guys?
Does that? Oh, but this is just a QA session, so you can definitely tell it to skip that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks good to me. I just want to try it out.
Yeah. A lot of times, like the agent will be a little overly cautious in like QAing your change. So like, if you asked it to change the color of a button, it's going to be able to do that easily, but it'll just go ahead and want to like QA it in 5 different ways just because it like has the impulse to be very helpful. But it takes a while. So sometimes when it does that a lot, you can just skip the QA if you're confident. And if it turns out to be a problem, you can just launch another session and it can fix it.
Yeah, it's a good thing it shows you the live stream, so you can like make a kind of an informed decision on whether you want to skip or not. Nice. He even took a screenshot.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's taking another one. Yeah, I think it's just Max is just very thorough. I mean, it's always a trade-off. Like you want, I mean, at the end of the day, you're paying tokens to like have someone do all the work for you, and like, I mean, honestly, we have not been vibe coding this for very long. It's like less than an hour, and we've already made like a lot of progress. If you feel like it's going slowly, just open another chat and add another idea that you have, or just open a whole new project.
Yeah, how long do you think this would have taken us, Daniel, to just do by hand?
I don't know anything
AI.
about 3JS, so like,
Yeah,
it at least a couple of days to like learn like what that even is. Like, notwithstanding all of the like graphics like programming that I also don't know. Like you saw it like writing all these equations and stuff. It's like I don't know anything about like 3D like programming like in general.
Shaders and all those things.
Like I don't think I've never like touched any of that stuff. So honestly, like I might even need to take like a whole class to like figure that out. Which would be I could come back in a couple months maybe.
Guys, check this out. Wait, that's
Oh
like
wait, that's actually really cool. It actually feels
Oh,
very smooth now too.
Yeah, we got fruit trees too. You see that?
yeah.
Oh yeah, so it definitely updated the borders. They look very like more randomized now, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
for sure.
There's like a current also.
Yeah, you can see
Yeah,
the.
can you go
water,
like closer,
out.
like and like get a closer look, or it does not let you go lower?
No, I think we can. Let's do this.
Oh, interesting. There's a stamina bar on the bottom. What happens if you
Yeah,
I
can
think
I?
you just-
Oh,
think you just-
whoa.
if you bump into something? Oh, yep. GG.
Wait, did you die?
I don't know. Okay, so I
Almost.
pressed space, and it like does a little dash. That's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
Interesting.
Oh, nice. And that's like a pond. Oh, you
that's
can
very
actually see like the water is like ebbing and flowing. Actually,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
This is very immersive. Oh, and you'll notice that.
You think? Yeah, there's like the sunlight like that shines on the water, right? Am I seeing that?
Yeah.
Like a reflection of the sun, actually.
Yeah, where's the sun?
Maybe you
Up
can
here
fly all the way up to the sun and like touch it.
Yeah, we should do it.
Be crazy if you just leave outer space.
Yeah.
How high are we?
Hey,
Can
Arnav,
we
are you
add
able to, like,
different birds?
yeah.
What was that, Daniel? And yeah, I think we can. Like, if we just go back to the menu, there are a few different options.
Do you mean add more birds and to
Oh,
pick
add
from
more
the
birds.
mod, or did you mean like have
Like
other
di-
birds in the game?
Oh, like different types. Oh, we already have the different types of birds.
yeah.
So there's a question from Samuel. Samuel asks, so I can just publish this in there and send a link to people? Yeah, precisely. Once you publish your app, you get a like public link for it, and you can just send it to whoever, and they can just access it and use it.
Yeah, in fact, you guys can actually play this game literally. It's already published at birdsim.created.app. So if you go to this website, and Arnav, can you change your screen share to the tab that has the game?
Yeah.
So this is the full screen view we were talking about earlier. If you go to birdsim.created.app, you'll literally be able to play this game we're working on. It was all already published and handled for you. Wow, this looks really good on the big screen.
Yeah, this is very immersive.
I might
Yeah,
put this in how to-
birdsim.created.app.
You know what would be sick? Multiplayer.
Yes.
That would be sick.
PvP.
PvP birdsim.
You got all like
Yeah, okay, maybe that's our
Yeah,
next
I'm actually
one.
playing the game too, like literally right now. This is pretty sick.
Oh wait, guys, take a look at the controls. There's like hella features we're not using. I think you can see them on the homepage.
Let's see. Mouse to steer, space to flap, shift to dive. Okay, let's try it out. Shift. Okay, so I think shift is broken because it's actually making me go up instead of diving down. So I
I
think
think
that's
that's part of it. I think that's part of it. It swoops up and then
Oh, you think so?
I feel like I've seen birds do that. So I don't know if it's a bug or intentional, but they definitely do it in real life.
Maybe it means it's like preparing, letting you dive. Can you land? Like, I wonder if that's a
let's
feature.
try to like.
don't know if it'll let
Marius has a question. Hello, Marius. Marius asks, do you guys hire direct marketing to push this to public? I'm not working for any agency. Yeah, so we're actually hiring across many roles right now. Marketing and GTM is one of them. So just check out anything.com/careers. If you see a role that matches what you're looking for, send an application and yeah, we'll be in touch.
Yeah, you can go to anything.com/careers, Marius. So just go to anything.com/careers. We have a bunch of job postings. Yeah, if you're interested in working with marketing, on marketing, we're hiring in that area. Yep, you can see the link in the chat.
Yeah, so I'm actually gonna just real quick have it fix that shift to dive issue. And I'm gonna leave it on. Let's try fast actually, because this is pretty simple. We just need to change the direction that it's going. So I'm gonna have it do this real quick.
See how
and then-
fast it can go.
Yeah, I'll see how fast this is. And then Daniel, will this automatically publish, or do I have to publish again?
You do have to publish every time. That's
Mhm.
that's intentional because we don't know whether you're like, are you in the middle of working on something? Are you experimenting with something? So we want to make it intentional that you need to republish, because when you publish, that's your public site. I mean,
It's
for your
basically a
whole-
release.
Yeah, exactly. A release in the engineering world. Wow, it's already done.
Yeah.
That
That was
that
very
was
fast.
fast. Oh, Ahmad, I don't know if you can read that. Is that
Which?
Arabic or Farsi in the chat?
Let's see.
I don't know.
I am not the best. Let's see. Ibn al-Islam. Oh, I think that's just his name.
Oh, it's Turkish apparently.
Yeah, because if you see, it's like the same as it's
Uh-huh.
written in two places.
Oh, I see. Oh, you did some mathematics to figure that out.
Yeah,
You saw the same variable x and saw it used.
it was certainly not my reading skills.
Yes. Apparently, this says that this person resent this post. It's in Turkish. Wow, you have so many buttons.
Oh, there's actually a lot more controls.
That's kind of crazy too. That like this is the cool thing about Max and like our platform channels, that we never actually even like told it to. We never gave it an explicit spec on what we wanted it, like how to work. Right? It just decided that for you, which is I think is really cool. Where if you have a lot of high level ideas and you just want to get inspired by this platform, it can just do it for you. And I think kind of what we were saying earlier, there were so many buttons we didn't even know it added. And like some of them maybe just didn't work at first, but like it got all the ideas down for you, like adding diving and all that. We never even asked for that, but like it's definitely something that we could have asked, and it just went ahead and built it for you.
Yeah, this is looking pretty good.
It's going like
Yeah.
really like
It's getting
smoothly.
faster and faster, right?
Or no, it's because I chose like the hummingbird or something.
Oh,
Like, really fast
I
one.
see.
Yeah, like I like how it's kind of filling out the island now.
Could you add like whales and dolphins and stuff?
Yeah, surely we can.
Why does the boundary of the island still look like a square? Did we ask it to fix that, or did it just like?
I think I was kind of unclear. Like it changed like the inner like coastlines, but not like the outside of the map.
Yeah, I think it's because like I think maybe it doesn't maybe it just doesn't understand that that's like the boundary of the world, and you want. Yeah. Yeah, someone else actually said that the game is also playing faster for them now. It's feeling much smoother, which is also cool because I don't think we complained about like the speed of the game. I think it just like decided to optimize it.
Yeah, it was a little laggy like earlier, but now it's like pretty buttery.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Marius says that I've already tested the product and it's awesome.
Thanks, Marius.
Thanks,
Thank
Marius.
you, Marius.
No, I'm curious. What are you trying to build right now?
That's a good question.
Here's a. How do we even win at this game? It's just a simulator, right? But like, maybe you
Yeah,
can win
there
by
is
like picking the
support.
fruits off the trees or something.
Yeah,
Like,
that would
you
be
gotta
fun.
like collect more and like get on the leaderboards and all that. Like,
Yeah,
what
I'll
happens
probably
if you
add
touch
that
a tree
feature.
right now? Do you just die or like?
No,
I think you
oh,
just
looks
you
like
just
it's
face. Oh, I think
gonna
you're just
fly
facing
it.
through it.
Yeah, we should add that
Yeah.
actually.
That's fine. Yeah. You
Like
can,
hit points or something?
Yeah,
Um,
for like a failure.
yeah. I wonder how that'll work. Yeah, like how you can make the fruits like grabbable and you can just like get.
I think it's
points,
because
but
we
also-
told it to make it like a Microsoft Flight Simulator. I don't know if there's winning in that game. Like you just
yeah, it's a simulator right now. But I can imagine you can make this like an online PvP arena where you both try to grab the fruits and then you also try to like eat the other birds while you go.
Wait, can you land Arnav? Is that a thing
let's,
here?
let's try to land. Let's try. Okay, no, it doesn't look like it. Like it just kind of like collides and then keeps going with the ground. But that's actually a good idea. So this is
Yeah,
something that we can use these like parallel chats to do.
Mhm. Can you show your builder again?
Yes. Yeah, we're back here. Okay. So one thing that we wanted to do was fix the boundary of the world, right? It's like a square right now.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to send that off, and I have auto selected. And so let's just open up a new chat. Actually, another problem that I've been having is the bird kind of like goes up automatically now without any input, which is kind of annoying. So I'm going to have another agent fix that.
Yeah, Samuel says that he's building an app to track his, building a sports app so he can track his teams. Yeah, Samuel, I can see you're on Twitter. So yeah, we'd love to follow along with your build in public. So just post lots and lots of examples of you working and give us a follow back on Twitter. We'll follow you back and it's going to be awesome. I love seeing people build with the Anything Builder because yeah, we have a lot of people doing that already on Twitter. So just, yeah, excited to see what you come up with.
Cool. So I've got a couple of these going now. Oh, and then one thing we wanted to do was also include landing. Is that right?
Yes.
Someone also asked, when you say fix that, what are you typing? I might have missed this part. I think we are, like how simple language are you using? I mean, I think you can see we're actually, even though we are like technical like people, we're not like saying, you know, like go to line 63 of this file or like, you know, adjust the mantissa's mathematical like point of view or any, we're just saying what we see. We're saying like, we think the landing, you see, like we're just literally saying implement landing if I touch the ground or trees. Like we are being very non-technical right now. So yeah, I mean, in theory, yeah, anyone should be able to build this. You don't have to be like an engineer at anything to build something like this. Okay, I think we are just about out of time, but this has been awesome. Thank you everyone for joining today. Sorry we couldn't show you more of the build. If you want to see us build again, I think we'll have another live stream soon.
Also go to birdsim.created.app. And
Yeah, use that
simulator.
It'll stay up.
I mean,
We'll publish
we'll
the
just
newest features in a second.
Great.
Awesome.
Thanks,
Well, thank you
everyone.
guys.
Okay, thanks everyone.